The House of Lords has a job to do. We look at all legislation, we form our own views about it. If we think the government's got it wrong, we ask them to look again. This happens under all governments, but in this case, we think there's a very, very strong case for them to have another look. I don't think that neither they or many of their backbenchers in the Commons realised quite what a terrible effect this was going to have when they first brought it in.
But the government will claim, of course, on that point, that if you take these cuts to tax credits into account, along with the national living wage and changes to the income tax threshold, that working families will be better off by 2017.
You know, the problem with that is, for many, many, many of them, it's not true. If you earn slightly more than the national living wage, if you earn less than the tax threshold, you won't benefit from that. You'll just suffer the loss from the change in the tax credit. And that's going to be the case for many people, particularly women with young children.
What would you say to Nicky Morgan, obviously the Education Secretary we've heard from today on Andrew Marsh? She was saying that there's no credible alternative, you know, that the Labour Party isn't offering a credible alternative. Obviously Lib Dem's much fewer numbers in the Commons now. I mean, has she got a point?
Well, she hasn't on this policy. The government have chosen to do this. They didn't have to do it. The Lib Dems argued when we were in government that you shouldn't reduce the deficit on the back of the working poor. It's their choice to do this, and they should be made to think again about it, because it will have such a terrible effect on people.